everyone, I finally made it. Oh my goodness, what a mess that was. I use Wirecast Play for my videos, and for some stupid reason it didn't want to find anything today, so sorry about that. I was all ready to go waiting, and yeah, it just started playing up. So I can't see anything yet, so let me just open up chat and everything so I can see what you guys are doing. Let's have a look. Gosh, it's really slow today as well, guys. Sorry, it's having a bit of trouble. Alright, I think I can see some people here. Yay! Alright, so who have we got? Let's say hi. We've got hi Helen, Gracelyn, Katrina, Nick and Nick and Tina, sorry. Who else have we got down there? Sherry. Lo, hi Lo. Misbehaving. Lisa, hi Lisa. Jennifer and Kathy. Hi guys. One love. How is everyone today? So I got a message from Dimitri at Fabrika Fantasy this week, and he asked if I might like to do a Copic demonstration for you guys again, and do a giveaway, and also give you guys a discount on the store at Fabrika Fantasy. So that's pretty cool. Hi Kenny. Hi Jenny. Hi Louise. So yeah, how exciting is that? I couldn't pass up that offer for you guys. So I think I picked a difficult picture to do too. It's quite big, and hopefully it doesn't take us too long to do though. But yeah, so that's what we're here for today. We're here to have a little bit of fun, have a giveaway, and give you a discount. So first of all, Fabrika Fantasy have just brought out their new book. This one's called Sea Tales. And it's really quite cute. I like it. There's some beautiful images. There's some dolphins and lots of interesting creatures in there. So what I might do for you guys is do a flip through of it in a moment so you guys can have a look at it. And yeah. You brought a book the last time, did you, Helen? Well, I can't guarantee that you're not going to buy another one, because this one's beautiful as well. So, so what I'll do is, first of all, if you haven't heard of Fabrika Fantasy before, I'm going to pop some links up for you. The first link is to this. The first link is nothing. The first thing I'm going to give you is the discount code. Would you like that first? Let's do that. So Fabrika Fantasy are offering 20% off everything in the store, and that includes the DigiClub memberships, colouring books, colouring pages, everything that's available in the store is 20% off. So you just go and pop your order in and pop in that code, and here is some links for you. So the main store is in this first link that I'm about to post up. That will take you to the main storefront. If you're interested in the DigiClub, the 12-month DigiClub membership is, I'm not sure if the price has changed. It used to be around $45 US for 12 months. I'm not sure if that's still the same, so please don't quote me on that. I'm actually due to renew mine too, so I'm going to use the code today as well. So let's have a look. Let's pop in the DigiClub membership, and what that entitles to you is every Digi stamp that they have made, you have access to that, and also anything new that they bring out, you'll also get that. I think it's like every 3 months you get an email from Dimitri with some new images. So all of the details are in that link that I just sent, and I'm also going to link this new awesome book that we're going to go through today. So don't forget the discount code, and as far as I know, you can keep attempting to use the discount code until it finishes. Last time Dimitri left it go for the day after the stream, just for people who were catching up and didn't get to come to the live chat as well. So if you're watching this later on, you can check if the discount code will still work, but it may not. So for the stream, it's definitely working. So you can see that. Okay, so we had more people coming while I was blabbing on there. I had Michelle. I've already seen Lisa Lowe. Kathy. Yeah, I don't know if we've had any new ones. If you're in the chat and you want to join in on the giveaway today, make sure that your chat is sitting on live chat. There's a little toggle at the top of the chat box. There is a top chat toggle and also a live chat one. So you have to make sure that you're on live if you're going to be joining in on the giveaway today. So guys, make sure you do that. Also, if you haven't subscribed and you're new, click the subscribe button for notifications when I upload, and also click the like button. Now, I think we've only got one mod in here today, which is Miss Kathy. I'm hoping that some of our others will come. I'm yet to see a couple of people, so hopefully we see some more. Hi Caran, thanks for joining. Hi Cheryl. Okay, well I've got... Hi Christine, thanks for joining. Hi Susan. Hi Morticia. I'm having a bit of a drink of water here. I'm already losing my voice. But yeah, this is the image I've picked. I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's just called Girl with a Turtle Boat. I don't know. But she's releasing it. Saved it, I think. That's my story. So we're going to do some water today. We're going to do a little bit of some sun rays. I'm going to try and be pretty quick so we don't take too long on it. Alright, what I might do first is I might just show you guys the book first because it's pretty cool and I liked it. There's actually a couple of images that I might actually do. I really like the little seahorse, which I'll show you in a moment. But yeah, what I'll do is, it's really quite quick. It's only 2 minutes. It was actually, I actually used this flip through earlier on in the week, so you probably have already seen it. If not, you'll be able to see it now. guys, I had a bit of trouble then. It just wouldn't play properly. I hope you got to see them all. It is a really pretty book. Hi Melody, and I saw someone else sneak in just before and say hi Lynn. Hi Lynn. So yeah, I don't know what's happened then. It is playing up a little bit. I have noticed that. So I do apologise. I don't know why. But obviously other people are having issues too. Hi Barbara, thanks for joining. Oh, it's global, is it? I mean, you could try changing the setting, maybe lowering it a little bit, or changing, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. It could be anything. Oh, no worries, Kathy. Thank you. You'll get to catch up later. You might get to maybe join the discount. Join the giveaway, sorry. Melody, it's up to you to keep watch. I'm hoping we see Randy in a little while too. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the number system for the giveaway, and we'll do that in probably about an hour. I want to get started on the image first before we get into that, because I've got a lot to get through. So yeah, we'll start on the giveaway in a little while. So what I'm going to do is I'm using Copic markers. Yay! This weekend Linda and I got to do the standard Copic certification class together, and I went on to do the advanced one the next day, or advanced moderate, I don't know. Got both my certificates, so pretty happy with that. Really enjoyed myself. There wasn't a lot that I didn't already know in the course. However, it was great to be able to do it because I could see how people teach, and also see people's different techniques and different ideas and things, which was really good. I really enjoyed it. So I'm really happy, and I love my Copic markers. Thank you again, Helen. Hi Brenda. Who else is coming in? I think we've seen pretty much everyone come in. I've said hello to everyone. Hopefully, if I've missed you, yell out. Capital letters. Right, hi. Alright, so I'll just quickly start again with the discount code and the link. So I'll just link the store. The store is there. Also the DigiClub. And I will also link the actual book, Sea Tales, and I'll also pop up the discount code there again. So if you're looking for it, it is in the discussion, so check it out there, and so is the discount code. Click, 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 click. There we go. Alright, so we've got it. Very good. Alright. I've done water before in the, I don't know if any of you guys heard of the masterclass. A lot of my patrons should have already seen that, but there was a masterclass that I did closer to the start of the year, I think it was, and I actually did water in that. So I'm going to be doing the same colours today. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll zoom in. I'm going to start with the water. Nope, that's probably a little bit too close. Hang on. I've got BG15 first. No, I haven't. Sorry. 23. Starting with BG23. And I'm just going to do a light layer over the whole water area. I'm just turning it on the side just to make that a little bit quicker for me to do. But I'm just going to do a light layer over the water. I don't have a refill for this one, so I'm hoping that it'll last us right through to the end. It's a little bit squeaky already, so hopefully. I'm not worried about going over the edges because I'm going to obviously cut that off at the end. You'll be able to see it. And it looks like there's a tiny little bit of water up here and coming in there. And I've just done that roughly because I'm going to go back over that later. Now I'm going to use some E51, which is going to be my sand colour. I'm just going to do a little bit of this into this start section here and around her knees, just over the top of the watercolour, and also in here because this looks like a little bit of sand in here, so just going over the edges a little bit there. I've got a bit of a rock, I think that is. Well, I'm making that a rock. Now, I also don't have a refill for this one, so I'm going to go use the other 50 colours I've got there. But I just wanted to put some of the sand underneath there. Alright, I'm putting this one away so I don't re-grab it by accident. Now for the shadow areas around her, I'm just going to go in with some E53. Just flick some of this in and around her. A little bit darker in those areas, and also a little bit around this rock here. I think we'll just do a little bit extra. Underneath this little lizard guy here. Okay, and I think we'll go up and do further up later on. I'm going to use, on the water again here, I've got some BG49. The little stickers. I googled it. I googled it, and do you know what? It was awfully hard to get them to stick. I ended up ripping up tiny sticky dots and using sticky dots for it. Sticky dots are made of that glue that you get, like if you were to get an ATM card or something in the mail, they stick the card on with that funny sort of sticky, tacky glue. That's what I used to stick them on. These are for the chow markers. It's a little bit bigger than a it's actually probably a hole punch size. But yeah, I used a scrapbook punch thing to punch them out. Yeah, but I'm using BG49. Now with the water, I want to create some like wave and shape in there. So I'm going to start, I'm doing it on a bit of an angle here because she's sort of sitting on a bit of an angle, but I'm just going to start and do this line on a bit of an angle there. So this is BG49. Now I'm going to go around her. It's going to be a little bit darker in that area. I do believe that she's probably going to have a little bit of a shadow too, so I'm just kind of like sliding my fingers across, or my wrist across the page, just to sort of do some flicks through there. So putting no pressure on when I was doing that. And then I'm just going to use these little artist drawn lines and just draw some of this behind it, going into those darker areas there, and then coming in behind it. So coming up here a bit further, putting a tiny little bit of darker blue. So the darker blue is going to represent the deeper water. and the shadows. I'm just going to flick a little bit of this across the bottom here as well, just like that. Hi Alicia. Barbara, I'm sorry. They are awesome. Okay, and now I'm just filling out those darker areas as well that were already marked in. Okay, I've got some BG15 now, and I'm going to come over the top of that area and just bring that down a little bit further. I'm going to start to smooth out the water that's I've already gone over the other colour with now. Nope, I'm losing my paper. I keep going off camera, and I've got a squeaky chair. Hi, Linda. Did I wake you or anything? Sorry. I spammed Linda's message box just before to see if I could get her attention. So I'm just coming over the top of that colour, the darker colour I just did, and I'm just extending further out now towards the lighter sections, and I'm trying to make all these lines a little bit blurry and fuzzy and blend them in. Hi Simone. Alright. Shadow's asleep today. She's already been in to annoy me. I was recording some video this morning for a patron video, and yeah, she was in here chatting to me then. Now she's asleep in front of the window. She's had her little play. I missed a little bit of dark colour here, so I'm just going to add that in. Yeah. That was the BG49. Hi Robin. And then I've got the BG15 again, and just finishing off those sections. Looking kind of messy, hey? That's alright. We're going to do some magic in a minute. Oh dear, I got it over her dress. Over her leg. I'm just going to use the colourless blender and just push that out. I'm going to fill that in with skin colour anyway, but just try and push some of the colour out of the skin area. Okay, so now I've done that, I want to smooth everything off again, and I'm using the BG23 just to do that. Just going in and filling out the gaps, going over the previous colours to help smooth them off. Hi Katrina. How did I go blue? You're a mod. Because no one else was in here but you and Melody, and now Linda's here as well, so just be careful what you do, okay? No kicking people out. Unless they're trolls. Okay, still looking pretty messy, isn't it? That's alright, we've got more. It's still time. Got my magic white Prismacolor pencil here. It's not really magic, but it helps me to do magic. I'm just going to line in some like ripple lines, I guess. And these are going to be a guide for us to put in some more shadows. Just going to put a couple in between in that dark area, but mainly I'm just sort of doing a bit of an angle here. So we'll have a bit of a ripple, and I'm going to do another one here, coming into there. You can't really see it, but you'll be able to see it in a moment. I might just do a little bit of a ripple line. So there's one there, and I might do one here. Just lining some area in there, and then come back out here. So I've just put in a bit of a triangle shape there, and also in there. And that's going to be my like highlighted ripple section. Yeah, she got elected a cat herder. You don't have to do anything though, just leave it. Oh no, I don't want that colour. I want bringing in some, you're distracting me now, Lo, stop that. B12. If you guys have just stumbled across and you're watching and you're not sure how I'm talking to people, there is a chat box underneath the video. Make sure you click on that, and make sure you're on live chat as well. I'm going underneath the white lines with B12. Oh, my dishwasher just turned on. Putting a little bit of a shadow underneath it. I'm trying to create some ripples in the water. I'm trying. How am I going? Does it look like ripples in the water yet? It's getting there. I think I need one up here. Just along that very edge there. That's better. Is it looking kind of wavy? It's playing up today, Linda. And it's funny because I'm only streaming at 720, so it's not even that high. So that was B12. Now I've got B23 again, and I'm just going to come in and smooth off those areas. Blend them out a little bit. As I said, I don't have a refill for this one, so I'll do what I can. She's starting to get dry. Sasha was our Copic instructor on the weekend, and as she said, some people like to live on the edge and run their markers dry. That's me. I just don't get time to refill. I did refill a couple that were a little bit dry this morning. But sometimes, as I said, I don't have a refill for this one, so I'm running it dry. Living on the edge. Do we look like we've got ripples in the water yet? I think we do. I think we do. I'm just going to go a little bit more with that white, just to highlight those sections a little bit. And back that way. I think we need a little one here. One on the very edge of the waterline. Just using the B12 underneath that again. deepening that up. I like to play with markers and see how things sort of go together and how they look together. So I found an image of water that I really liked, and just sort of really looked at the colour and how the depth was created and things like that, and I like to do that with markers. I think we're doing well. I think I'm happy with that. Melody, I'll tag you in it. I'm pretty sure I posted it for patrons, so I'll tag you in it on Patreon. Well, I'll message you on Patreon and send you the link. But yeah, I did a class for the water with Fafahe. Is that how you say it? Fafahe. From their seasons book. It was new at the time. There was a few colorists that did some masterclass tutorials. There was Colour with Claire, I did one, and there was another one. I can't remember the other one, but yeah, there was 3 I think altogether. I did do the finishing image as a public video as well, so I'll send you the links for those. Just going back over with the 23 BG23. I think I'm done with the water. I'm really happy with that. What I want to do first of all before I finish though is put a couple of little white gel pen marks on it and just sort of get some of that, you know, rippled highlight look going. I'm kind of just, my pen, I've just scribbled it and it's working at the moment. Sometimes it doesn't do so well. But I'm just kind of really lightly putting a couple of little like, just some little streaky sections, I guess, really lightly, not drawing too defined a line, I guess, adding a little bit of a reflection in there. I just stuck a couple of those on those white lines I did before as well. I just use the white pencil to help me as a guide to where to stop, and yeah, and I find that it gives it a little bit of a highlight as well. So, ta-da! We have water. Alright, now I've got E53 again, and I'm just going to go in and put in some shadow areas onto the sand. And just behind her a little bit, around all of the trees and things like that. I'm just gonna put a bit of a shadow in. So we'll have sand and grass mixed together here. Hi Opal. Bye Caran. Yeah, Linda, you did really well. I'm so glad that you went along to that certification. It was good. It was good fun. I'm thinking that's a rock, that's a rock, that's a rock. Might be a little bit of sand there in the middle of the water. I've got E50, E50. Oh, wrong end, hang on. We're still having trouble with loading. I hope it's got better for you. What happened? I don't know, what happened? No better? No, it's not better, or it is better? It's still playing up. What a pain. I actually have been finding this program a bit of a pain. If anyone knows of another program that works better? I think I'm going to run out of E50. It's getting really dry. I'm going to hear some squeaking soon. Oh no. Did you try dropping down a level? I swear it doesn't like me today. Just even trying to get on it had issues. It's really strange. Last night I was downloading something and it was downloading like so quick. And then today it's like slow as. Can't wait till we get the 5G here. No better? Ugh, what a pain. So sorry, guys. Do we think it's YouTube or is it me? Alright. You could, if you wanted, you could put some texture in there using the B53. You could put some little dots in. Make it look like there's some texture in the sand. That would take me forever, so I'm not going to do it now, but you could do something like that. Just using little tiny dots to put in some texture. I think I'm just going to put a couple of little sort of sections in that are a little bit darker too, so it doesn't look quite so smooth. Sand is not smooth. Just blending that out with the E50. Creating something interesting for us to look at. Alright, let's do some skin colour. I'm going to use a base layer of YR000. Oh, I got a little bit of green on it. Base layer. Oh, someone's come to visit us. I could hear her sneaking around and then she just rolled over next to me. Cheeky. Cheeky Shadow. Shadow has her own Instagram page now. A friend and I set it up the other day, having a bit of fun. shadow underscore the underscore black underscore Bengal underscore. Well, no, there's no underscore at the end of it, is there? But yeah. It's so cute. I want to do a darker colour. I'm gonna go with what have I got? Really, shadow. I'm gonna try some E23, and I just took both caps off because it's a really wet marker. Just gonna mark out the shadow areas. I'm going to be quite bold, and the reason is because she's actually going to be in a bit of a shadow, so I'm going to create some light rays through the trees. She's got one dark side of her face. You won't be able to see this once I blend it out anyway. Just doing some little flicks out from the edge there so it blends nicely. I'm going to go some E11. Lids didn't like me. Oh, following shadow, awesome. Shadow's following Mr. Puskins. It's a ginger cat, which is my friend's cat. It's very cute. My daughter's actually running the account now. She's posting images and updates. It's very cute. Bit of a family affair. Just going over the top of that E23 and just blending it out, making it a little bit softer, and making this shadow side a little bit darker. So her hair's covering her face. Yeah, I'm going to use that E23 on her legs down here. Yeah, I posted a picture and a bit of a video. She's a little bit of a show off actually. It's funny. We definitely think that she's a cat, not a dog, not a cat. I'm going to put a little bit of a shadow where her leg's going into the water too. I'm hoping that will cover up some of the lines I went over with as well. Oh, Loretta, hi. I did. I went live. See, I'm here. I'm having trouble with the internet, or the program today. It's not playing nice with us. E11 again, just going over the top of that. You'll have to go back if you want to see the water being done. We did that at the start, but you can check that out later. So most of her is going to be in shadow here. Oh, she's looking quite strange, isn't she? Ugly duckling stage. E21, putting a little bit of yellow back in. E21, one of the skin colours I do like this one. So we'll do another, I'll try to do another flip through of that book. I'm not sure though, it was being a pain, so I might not be able to. But we'll do a giveaway for the digital copy anyway. What's the time? Yeah, we'll do it in a little while, about 15 minutes. Sound good? For those that just came in, I'll post up all of the links in a moment as well. Fabrika Fantasy are giving that 20% off everything in their store. I was actually looking at the store last night. They've got some really beautiful things in there, and they also do like personalized stuff. So this image here was actually an image from a little girl, so it's little girl's the inspiration. So yeah, it's quite cool. They do lots of different things there. She's looking pretty nice. That's looking a little bit better, isn't it? Hello, Shadow. Hi. What's your problem? Hi. Come to say hello. Using E00. Hi, Shara. I'm wondering if it'll let me write all of this in one post. Oh, yep, look at that. There's all the links and there's a discount code. Sorry, Linda, I didn't know before you brought the book. Using E00 now over the top of those previous colours. I think I just got my last Digi email. Mine expired, my yearly thing expired on the, I don't know, 18th or something. I'm going to use some R20 and then I'm going to use E00 to go over everything else. Actually no, I'll use YR. What did I use before? YR000. Pink, I'm going to put some pink in her cheeks. Just a little bit on her eyebrow area, just there. Put a little bit of colour into her. I'm also going to put that R20 on her lips, just a little bit down and around some of the shapes of her face, so she doesn't look quite so orange. Some in the shadows. I'm being really rough and just sort of dabbing it in a little bit here and there, just giving it some nice, you know, multicoloured look. I don't know what I'm doing, no. Oh, Low brought it. Okay. Using the Y000 just to finish it all off. This is what I did under the base layer. She's actually really pretty. So the little girl that this was for should be really happy with this. It looks awesome. There are a couple of free pages on the web page as well that they're giving away from the book too. So you scroll down, they've got $0 next to them. I can't remember which ones they were. Before I go any further, I'm going to get rid of some of these markers off my desk. Everyone tell Barbara I said hi because she's got no sound. I've got a Y000. Oh. Hi Randy. How you going? What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put some rays of light through some of these sections. So I'm going to do that first before I go and put anything in, because I want to mark those areas out. I'm just using that Y000 marker and I'm just sort of going down from the top down over the top of some of these areas and just sort of lightening up at the bottom They come all the way down on that one. And up here, I'm actually kind of going to put in some sky, I think, up there. So spread that out a little bit there. Bring it down onto her little shawl thing there. Bow in the background. You see the rays coming down. Just do a couple on this side. I'm just being so rough here, guys. I'm just going to put a little bit on here and maybe a little bit in her hair there. How's that? I think she needs a little bit on her hair there as well. Maybe there might be a little bit of light up the top there. But yeah, so basically the light's going to be behind her. So now I've marked that out. I'm going to put the sky in and then we're going to do a giveaway. Now we've got a couple of admins in here. I think that we can herd some cats and I think we can get it organised. What do you think, Linda? Is everyone too glitchy? We could do it random draw, comment draw from Instagram or something if everyone feels like it's too glitchy. All good? Alright. Now, I'm going to put some sky. I know this kind of looks like it's a little bit of tree, but I'm just going to put some sky in there. At the top. I'm just leaving a gap where the rays are coming through. Just put a tiny bit up there. Got a little bit of sky coming through here. And this is all sky in the background. So I'm just going in between the Y000 and filling that out. Now I have blender on it. Oh, thank you, Raylene. So guys, before we do the giveaway, I'd really like to make sure everybody's chat says live chat. Make sure you click on the live chat and that it's not on top chat. We have so many people who can't fix that up, so make sure that you've done that before we start the giveaway. Otherwise you'll miss out. Okay, I think I've done in between. Oh, just out here, there's some here. I'm going to put a little bit of the B000 on the windows. I'm going to kind of follow the direction just on that diagonal sort of angle. Just like that. There's one here in the background there. I think that's just like a curtain hanging off from the inside of the cottage. I can zoom in a little bit so you can see that too. You can see there, just done the little strokes across the window in the diagonal direction the line's already going. It's livable. Well, at least with the giveaway, you actually physically have to see me type. So I'm pretty sure that's instant. That's not going to be buffering. So what I might do is get Linda to pop up the rules again. Randy, it feels the same. Doesn't feel much different at all. It was just a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. So Linda's writing up the rules. I'm just using W3 and I'm going to do some of these rocks in the background. I like to dab. I'm dabbing. Can't see me making the motion with my hands or my arms, so. Hi Pam, just read the instructions. Randy, Linda is going through them now for the giveaway. I just found some more sky. This image reminds me of holidaying at Walkerville near Wilson's Prom. I used the B000 for the windows, the same as the sky. There's like a rock fence or something in the background here. I'm just going to make some scratchy dark lines through there as well. And I missed a couple of bits of sky, so I'm going to bring that B000 back in to do that. Alright, so has everybody read the rules? I'm going to read them out to you. In case, if you can't see them coming out on the chat, then you're probably in top chat, so make sure you change it to live chat. So no talking or typing while we're choosing numbers or while I pick the random number. We don't start typing any numbers down until I've actually physically typed the words go into the chat box. Any number after I call stop in the chat box isn't counted. Any that go before I say go, go, go in the chat is not counted either. So make sure you're in live chat. So the first number, I'll go back up to the top because I've missed the first few. So we're going to choose a number between 1 and 100. Only one number per person. The closest number without going over that wins. If there is two people with the same number, the first person to type it gets it. And make sure there's no talking in between. So I think I've read over all of the rules. Is that right? Have I done that right? Alright, perfect. So we've done a few of these before and we had quite a funny live feed a little while ago with some Jade Summer books. It was quite interesting. But we seem to have figured it out since then, so that's good. I know I saw some sky area and now I can't find it. That'd be right. I'll find it again later, I'm sure. Alright, so everybody who has seen all the rules, can you write ready in the chat, please? Ready, ready, ready. Ready, ready, ready. No numbers yet. I haven't called it yet. I'm actually going to put some sky up here. Filling that big, huge gap in the background there. I can't find the other bit that I was missing before, though. Oh, what a poop. Oh, all good. Oh, good, good. So the giveaway today is going to be for a digital copy of the new Sea Tales coloring book by Fabrika Fantasy. And I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to win this time. I might just get my phone out. I haven't got my page ready yet. I should do that. I usually pick the winner through random.org. Let me just do that. So we're all ready. Okay, so this will be our generator, and we'll be able to pop that in a moment. Okay, guys. Also, as I said, even if it is buffering, the live chat section should still be live, as it's not part of the actual video, so you should still be able to enter, obviously, through that chat. So make sure you have a go. All right. So that's a go, peoples. So no chatting or typing during, I say chatting or typing. Oh, you know what we mean. I've got W2 and I'm just going to go over the W3. I'm going to leave little spots for highlight sections. I'm just dabbing too right now. I'm not sort of blending out or shading or anything. Because the area is quite cluttered, I'm not going to bother. I like the texture anyway on rocks. I'm just going to try to leave those streaks of sunlight though, because I really want them to come through on these things. So go, 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 guys. I've still got another couple of minutes. I'm just giving you all around 3 minutes. I'm going to use some W0 and go over the rest of those rocks. I'll go back in with the over the top of this yellow section here again, just to brighten that up a bit too. So the warm grey 0 is just like a tiny little bit of grey in it, but it's like a browny grey colour. Taupe, is that what it's called? Taupe, or but yeah, it's a nice colour. I like it for rocks and things like that. Brick walls, sometimes I like the cool grey. It depends on what sort of setting. Using a lot of cool colours already, so it's nice to have the little warmer colours in it as well. Anyone else who's just come in, make sure that you've popped a number in because it's nearly finished. Don't forget, no talking after I say stop, and also just waiting until I do the random generator, obviously. You've all been awesome today. Thank you. Alright guys, that's it. Why have I lost my camera? There we go, back again. That was a bit weird. Okay guys, so I'm going to do the random generator now. Sorry Louise, too late. So I've got between 1 and 100 and I'm just going to push it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Everyone got their fingers crossed? Number 11. Excuse me. I don't think we had any call on. Oh yeah, we did. Barbara. You got sound just in time. Well done, hun. I'll text you, message you, whatever. You know, I'll do that part, and I'll give you details to Fabrika Fantasy, and they'll get that book out for you. So awesome. Well done, guys. We've still got. Don't forget, if you didn't win for those that didn't win. We've still got the 20% off voucher there that you can go utilize in the store. It is on everything, including the 12-month Digi Club membership. Just going back over the yellow again, just putting a little bit more back in over and into those sky areas, and just back over the rock there as well. Just going to put a little bit on this rock here. Congratulations, guys. Barbara, awesome job. Okay, so I'm going to move on. Hi, Heather. We are going to move to... what do I want to add? I need to add pink, I think. I've got pink. Let's have a look. I've got, let's do the flowers. I've got a 81, and I'm just going to go in and fill out these flowers. I'm going over the top of the yellow. You can still see those rays through it, so it's not too bad. I'm sort of putting it into the middle of the flowers and bringing it out. And I'm leaving the very edges without anything done. I'll just move it a little bit closer. I'm just zooming in. You see that? I know it's lagging a little bit, so just coming into the very center. And just sort of flicking out to the edges. This one up there. I'm not actually touching the edges though. I'm going to go in with a lighter colour to do the very edges. Like there's one in the back there. For the windows I used B000, the same as the sky. Just reflection of the sky in there. I'm going to use make those yellows. That's going to be purple, purple, Alright, oh, missed one over this side. I'm kind of just putting a little bit of that pink in those because it looks like they're there, but they're kind of blurred out into the background a little bit, like a bokeh background. Meow, Shadow's back again. Now I've got RV000 and I'm just going to finish off the rest of the flower, so around the outside edges, just blending off that pink a little bit so it's not quite so harsh. Trying to use these lighter colours too so that the sun will come through. Popping a little bit of that colour in the background there. Shadow's given up, she's run away. Okay. There we go. I've softened them off a lot now. I've got some, I'm going to keep that out because I might use that. I've got YO4. And I'm going to put this in the middle of each of those flowers. So I'm coming in here. I actually put them all into the new app that I got, which is from Copic. And I think I only have 258. No, hang on. Oh, I thought I said 60 something. Okay, well I think it's 58 because I added 2 from the Copic class as well, so that was nice. I had 2 that I didn't have in the end. But I definitely need some more refills. I've got running out of a lot more colours nowadays. So I just dabbed a dab of the YO4 in the middle there. So yeah, I put this little shiny bit on here, and they're the ones I have refills for. And then when I get down to a certain amount in the refill bottle, obviously it goes on my list to reorder. Bye Nick, thanks for dropping in. Hi Dawn, where are you Dawn? I didn't see you there. Hello Dawn. Thanks for dropping in. Sylvie, hi. Who else has come in while I was chatting away then and just oblivious to what's going on around me, because you know that's what happens when you colour. Awesome, thank you for dropping in. Discount is still available, so if you didn't get those that didn't win the book, I have links for you again. I'm just going to pop them in again just to remind you. There's 3 different links. One's to the, actually did they all separate? They do, good. And here's the discount code again, 20% off, and keep trying to use it until you know, if you're just watching it later, then you should still be able to use it. It should last hopefully for the day. So oh, no worries Dawn, thank you. Hi Shadow, I am not talking to you. No. Oh dear, let's do some green. I think oh, do you reckon we should do green? We've got lots of green. Let's do some brown. Let's do some brown. I'm going to use a warm brown. I've got some lighter browns, but warm. Oh, what have I got? I want to use the E70 colours. I really like them. But, oh, there it is. I couldn't find the lightest one. What? Really? Yes, it's good for everything. The discount's for everything in the store. So just pop the discount in at the checkout, and it's good for everything. I'm using E71. I'm just going to put a layer over the building. And on the stairs. I'm thinking that house is behind there too. I'm just going to colour that in there. We're going to have to put some other colours through here to differentiate between the different sections, but we can add over the top of this base colour. I'm going to sort of kind of go into the yellow sections, but I'm not going to go over them completely. I really want to keep those light reflections, or light, what is it, refraction, I don't know, but we want to keep those light beams coming through. Just doing a base layer. So we've got something to work on. The curtain I'm going to bring in, I'm going to do the same colours we did in the water down here, just to put a little bit of that through here. So I've got BG49. Just a little bit, because we're in a sunny sort of patch here. There'll still be a little bit of a shadow though. So popped a little bit in there. And the 15, BG15. Just a little bit. As I said, we want this to be as light as we can. And then we've got the BG23. Coming over that. I went over the curtain with a little bit of that brown before. Oh well. Just push that colour out again. I'm going to put a little bit of yellow over the top of it just to give us that yellow feel. Okay. Still got that reflection there now. Okay, with the background of the inside the door there, I'm going to make that really dark. So we already did the giveaway, Sylvie. It's already been done. We did it not very long ago. Barbara won the book. I'm going to make that whole section actually dark. Make it like a bit of a black hole, brown hole. I'm going to put some of that really dark colour at the bottom here of the house as well. It's quite dark under there, underneath the steps here as well. There's a couple of other areas I'm just sort of going in around the windows, coming in on the bottom of that house there as well, where it's all covered with trees and plants. Might do the roof a different colour. I'm going to use E77 just to blend that off. I'm just kind of, what do you call it? I'm just dabbing in. I'm not sort of putting too much detail into it because it's quite dark in there anyway, and it's so far away so that you wouldn't be able to see a lot of the detail. Just going to make this side fairly dark because the sun's coming from over this side. Just filling all that in. Got a video coming out on Saturday. Playing around with the chameleon pens. I have to say that the image took me twice as long as it would have taken me with Copics. So I'm really, I mean, I really like them, but at the same time, I really do love my Copics. And a lot of things that you can do with the chameleons you can also do with Copics too. So how are we looking? Is it looking like kind of textured and a little bit old looking? And I think I might put a little bit of red into the roof. The roof is on fire. I'm going to use, like, I don't know, probably the E90 colours are good because they're kind of a bit orangey. You got them. Yeah, no, they are, I mean, they're lovely, and I'm so grateful to be able to have tried them and all that. But yeah, once I did this tutorial, I was like, yeah, you know, it takes an extra, like, double the amount of time. Instead of taking an hour and a half to do a colouring page, I ended up taking 3 hours, or 3.5 hours it ended up being. But yeah, it was just a little bit more work, which time constraints and trying to get tutorials done for everyone, I think I'll be sticking to Copics. Now, what I might do at some stage is a bit of a comparison video, and then you guys can sort of see for yourselves. So I just used that E95, and I just went in and just randomly spotted the colouring over the image. Being really rough, kind of painting, I guess it is, isn't it? Popped a bit of orange in there. Oh, Raylene, lucky you. Love Copics, always will. They are awesome. Now, what markers are we talking about? Yeah, I wish I had all of the colours. Somebody was trying something. I didn't see that, sorry. Too busy trying to catch up on chat, gosh. I just want to stick darker colour in this area here, E49. I think it needs a little bit more contrast compared to everything else. It's a bit better. I'm pretty happy with that. It looks kind of rough, but I like it like that. You know, it's my style. It's my style. Just going back over the yellow a little bit. Okay, it's kind of going to be where that stripe was going through. Everything underneath it's going to be a little bit lighter. Just going to do that on those flowers as well. It's kind of good. I like being messy. Messy's good. So if I zoom out a little bit, just so you can see what I've done so far. What is the time anyway? It's probably getting close to nearly 2 hours. I'm going to use some G 000, and I'm going to use it on all of the... Oh, I found some more sky. Found some more sky. Look here at the back. Gets a little bit of sky in there. Then I'm going to cover over all of the trees. Just gone lightly over those yellow areas. Just being rough and just filling that in. I'm going to use circular motions because I want a little bit of roughness to come through. I don't want it to look perfect. We want them to look sort of, I don't know, curly. Just lightly over those yellow sections. It's like our base layer. Coming down on the grass as well. Just wanting to put a base layer on everything so I know everything's sort of covered over. Watch me run out of green now. Thanks, Christine, for dropping in. I can tell, can you hear that squeakiness? I'm pushing it out. I'm living on the edge again. I'm not ready. I don't have time. Just give me that little bit extra, please. Oh, Pam, that's awesome. I actually brought some off eBay when I first started collecting. Same thing. I think I replaced a couple of nibs and some of them needed refilling, but that was it. They were fine. I have heard that people just throw the chows away, but I'm like, no way. I mean, the only thing that with the chows is they don't hold as much ink, but there's nothing like different between the chow and the sketch apart from holding more ink. I think I've gone over all of the green, added colour in. I want to just, there's some flowers here I want to try doing. I'm going to use some excuse me, V0, and I'm just going to use dots in those little, there's like some little kind of, I don't know what they are, but they're purple now. Some little flowers down here on the ground as well. I can't see any more. I'm going to use a slightly darker purple, like a V12. Thanks, Sylvie. Just putting some darker sort of spots in there. There's so much going on in the image. I sometimes find it hard to do an image that's detailed because you just so much in there, and I like to put in a bit of detail. So you know, you've got these tiny little sections in there that just have so much stuff. Now I'm going to use some YG21. Maybe. No. Yes. Just making a decision here. And I'm just going to kind of do what I did before with the other green, but I'm just going to dot rather than circle. Just kind of roughly all over this back section. I want the lighter green to sort of come through it. I don't want the trees to be too dark. It is like, I don't know, the middle of the day, so everything's nice and bright and clear. So yeah, I'm just going to dot all that in so we get some light through there. Does marker paper go through an inkjet? Okay, yes. Express at blending cards, it's thicker, but it's not that thick. This is only £80, which is 200 GSM, 216 GSM. That goes through easily. Some printers I can get 300 GSM paper through my printer, and I could probably even go a little bit further because I've got a back access door to my printer and it makes it go through flat. It doesn't need to sort of bend over. I'm going to go and put in some shadows in a little bit, but I just wanted to put this colour over everything else. It's a nice yellow green. I'm going to leave those bigger leaves, and these leaves here I'll make them darker later. Sorry, I think I was thinking something else then. Somebody did, they're Copic. I use for beginner Express at blending cards. Awesome because it's nice and smooth and easy to use. I don't use Express at blending card as much anymore. I like this Neenah Classic Crest because I can put pencil and marker on it. It means I only have to have one paper in my printer at a time, because quite often when I was using marker paper and pencil paper, I'd print images I wanted to do in pencil on marker paper and the other way around as well. So this way I don't have to stress. Just trying to go a little bit more lightly over those yellow areas. Purple flower there, look at that. I'm just going to use the V12 to get into those ones. And look, there's more here, I forgot about these. Missed one. Clip, 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 clip. I've used a few different types of paper for marker. The Epson printer that I have, the markers, this is what I'm using now, the marker ink doesn't bleed. Sometimes I get some transfer on my nibs, but it doesn't change the colour of the ink or anything. It's just aesthetics, like it just looks like it's dirty, but it's not. But yeah, laser printer ink I haven't had any trouble with. Some inkjet printers you have to wait for them to dry for a period of time or heat set them. Depends on what kind of inks in them and things like that. It's better to do a whole heap of different papers and through, yeah, it's hard to do tests on printers, isn't it? I think the Epson, I actually use the Epson when I'm printing watercolor stuff too, and it doesn't bleed with water either. It doesn't make sense to me, but it's good. I don't mind. I can just use one printer and one type of paper. This is why I didn't want to do the green at the start. There's so many dots. Just using this side of my marker a little bit then, just to help sort of fill it in a little bit quicker. I picked this colour because it's closer to the yellow colour, and it's going to make it easier to blend through those really light sections of the trees. I think that's just an overhanging tree. It's going up and over. Yeah, I love my Epson. I got an A3 printer, so I could print a scanner, so I could scan my A3 books and print them on a little bit smaller paper to do tutorials and things with. Coming down to the grass, I might try and do a little bit of texture in there. I'm just turning it upside down. I'm just going to do some little flicks across the bottom here, some dots, make it stand a bit up like grass. Dots along the bottom, and I'm just going to flick up, add a little bit of texture in there. You can still see there's a little bit of sand on the grass too, which is cool. Little tiny flicks everywhere. Just going up a bit further and adding some more in. Then I'm going to go up further and add some more in. I'm kind of going in different directions as well. The grass is not really all flat and straight, it's just all over the place. There'll be a lot of sand mixed in there too, I think, from the sand there, so probably would have a bit of trouble growing. I think I've missed a thing there. Just a little one there. This is the classic, yeah, this is a classic Crest, Solar White Smooth or Super Smooth or something. I think that, I don't know if there's a difference between the two, but this is the 80 pound. There is a 110 pound one as well. I haven't tried that one. I've only used the 80. It is kind of like Espresso, except it's not shiny. Espresso is kind of got a bit of a shine to it. This doesn't have any shine. It's got a matte finish. I do find the colour a little bit more vibrant than Espresso. Espresso can be a little bit duller after it's dried. Don't think this changes colour much at all. And this is actually better for me when scanning, because obviously with Espresso being shiny, it doesn't scan as well to the true colour, so okay, I'm happy with that. I'm just going to bring my yellow. Actually, I might wait. I need to do these trees here. I'm going to use some E37 for the darker sections. Just filling in those trees. Dabbing because it's so far away, I can't put a lot of detail in there. And this one here too. Kind of put the darker colour on this side because the sun's sort of coming down there. Got E15. I'm just going to dab in the rest of that. I'm just going to let the paper take over and let it just sort of bleed out a little bit and smudge into the other colour. There's still some little white flecks through there, but that's okay. I think we need some darker colour now to really sort of bring some of this out. I'm going to use some YG09. I'm just going to go and start to put in some of these darker leaves. Kind of going up through the middle of them, creating a little bit of shape. Do it on these ones up here as well, a little bit. They're all sort of, as I said, they're kind of blurring into the background a little bit, so we don't have to put a lot of detail in there, which is good. We can just sort of dab the colour in. I think our eyes seem to fill the rest in. Once we see a couple of little details, we just automatically add those things in anyway. It's amazing. Oh, I've got a bit of a twig branch thing here, so I've got to do that too. Okay. Looking good. Need these ones. Everything's gone all quiet. Oh yeah, that's right, I have to talk. Usually I don't find that a problem. But I think I'm concentrating a little bit here. It's like do 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 do. Yes, it is. It's looking good. I really like this picture. It was really nice. And as I said, I liked the seahorse one too, so yeah, I might do that. I liked the original one of that too. It was really pretty. Just dabbing in some colour here. As I said, I want it to sort of stay more blurred and in the background. I don't want to put too much in there. I'm going to use some G14 to blend that out a little bit. Actually, that might be too... No, it's too similar. Let's use YG13. Yeah, that's a bit better. I think the other 14 was a little bit too similar in colour. This one you can see a difference between them, which is what I wanted. So to create a little bit of depth in the middle of each of those little leaves, doing the darker colour and then doing a lighter colour out over the rest of the leaves, it's going to create the illusion that the leaf is sort of dipping inwards. These sections up the top here, I'm going to blend back out again with a little bit more of a lighter YG colour, just to make them look like they're smudged in a bit more. So I want the colours to all sort of bleed in together. To make them look fuzzy. We don't want too much detail in some of those areas. She did? How far up? Have you seen Christine Caran's newest male fairy? No, I haven't. I haven't. I'm still getting over Benny Blue. He's so cute. No, I haven't yet. I haven't actually been on Facebook this week very much. We've had a huge busy week and a massive weekend, and it just makes social media really hard. I've tried to sort of comment on people's images in the group, but it does get really hard. But I'm sure I'll see it pop up in the group. I have so much stuff printed out, ready to go. It's not funny lately. I just don't have enough time. And I just got some awesome books this week. Some lovely presents off Lo and Melody and Linda and others that you guys are awesome. I'm just going to start to go into some of the other sort of fluffier areas in here, the bushy type areas, and just put a little bit of this in there as well, especially in the shadow areas. to put a little bit of texture in there so they don't all look the same colour. I'm just doing the same thing as before. I'm using like a dotting type or dabbing type motion just in there. Oh, I can't wait to see it then. Yeah, Benny Blue is awesome. What's a squirrel? That reminds me of the Up movie. Squirrel. Sorry. No, Benny Blue was a bunny rabbit. A bunny rabbit, if that's what you're talking about. He's very cute. Very, very, very cute. On my picture, no, it's a lizard down here. It's like a frill neck lizard type thing. It's got like fins on its back. So yeah, I'm gonna have to come back in. I don't know what colours. I might do him a bright pink or something. I don't know. We'll make him look cool, hey? How's that background starting to look? It's starting to sort of blend out a little bit. I don't want to put too much into it that makes it sort of stand out from her. But I'm thinking I might put maybe bright pink or something on her, or even a dusky pink. I'm not sure yet. I'm still sort of, you know, processing it, if that's what you call it. I do have to get that tree over that side. It's really hard in an image like this because there is so much going on in the background, and it's tempting to just sort of, you know, put heaps of detail in, but I really don't want to do that. I want the foreground to stand out. Just putting a little dab underneath each of the flowers to show a bit of a shadow. Put a bit of the grass up on the wall there. I think we're getting close to being a squirrel lizard. It's a lizard. Hang on, I'll zoom in. What's a squirrel lizard? Can you see? He's kind of got fins on his back, but he's like an animal with ears. Like, he doesn't look like he's fully reptilian. Yeah, we have koalas, and they're definitely not bears. When you hear people talking about drop bears, they're just playing a joke. There is no such thing as a drop bear either. Sorry guys, I just ruined it for all of those people out there that say there is. I've just got this tree over here, E37 again, and then I'm just blending it out with E35. Okay, put some of these markers away again. I think I'm happy with the background. What I'm going to do this little dude down here. You spoiled our fun. It's a frilly lizard, yes, of sorts. A part bat and part lizard, maybe. He's cute. I think I might do him blue, just like pale blue maybe. What about baby blue colour? Yeah, they're not bears. They're koalas. I've got some B21. Yeah, I think I'll do him blue. He's cute. Actually, I might do him blue and purple, so maybe some BV colour in there. Bit of violet as well. I really like BB02. It's one of my favourite. They're not cuddly at all, and most of the ones in the wild aren't very pretty looking. They've got rough fur. They're not as soft as what they look like, that's for sure. I'm just dabbing in again, trying to sort of not bring too much detail to him. I think he needs a green eye. And bit of B40 to finish off the top of him there, and just sort of bleed all those colours in together. He's cute. He needs a little bit more of a shadow underneath him though, what did I use again? 50, where is it? 53. Just gonna shadow him a little bit there. That's it. Okay, now we're going to move on to the girl. We're going to give her some more shadow there. It's sort of softened off a little bit once it's dried, so I think we need a little bit more of a shadow here too. Let me just some more of a, just for her body. She's leaning over the water, so I don't know, it's just me. I've got YG 00, and I'm just going to go in and just finish off any area here in the background that's not covered over. I'm just using sort of jagged motions just to fill that in. I'm using it like a paintbrush. That's what I like about these brush tips. You can use them like that. What this is actually going to do is as well, it's going to bleed in some of the areas that were quite defined as well, and just sort of smudge them out a little bit into the background more. And because this is close to that yellow colour as well, it's going to help with blending out those sun areas too. I think all of this area is actually bush, but that's okay. You can't tell. Look at that. I'm not sure where koala bear came from. They're definitely not bears. Coming back with that yellow again, Y000, and I'm just going to go and redo my rays of sunlight. And I'm being really rough. The yellow is actually running out too, so you can hear it squeaking away again. Squeak, 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 squeak. There we go. So we've got our rays shining through there. Let's do her. She's going to have... I seriously do not know. She needs purple in her, I think. So let's do her dress purple. Let's do it a light purple blue. Got BV4, which is a dark blue violet colour. It's like she's got a dress with some fancy sort of pattern on it, but I'm not going to draw much attention to that. It'll just be blended in with the rest of it. I want to create a little bit of some folds, and there's a little bit of a pleat here. My light is flashing like crazy right now. I might have to turn it off. You guys getting that? Hang on. It's been playing up for a couple of days now. Wombats aren't very nice either. Definitely not cute and cuddly. Now in the back here, I might actually just do that hair. It's all good. So I'm creating some shadows first. Just putting a bit of a pleat down there. And I'm going to make her ribbon pink. And I might make her sleeves pink as well. And I've got some BV11, just going over the top of it. Reason I picked purple was because purple and yellow are complementary to each other, and I want her to sort of be, I don't know, it's really hard to explain, but I wanted her to go well with the yellow shiny sections, I guess. This colour is a lot lighter than the BV4, so I'm going to have to go over that a few times to get it to blend in nicely. Just going to desaturate it a little bit, but that's okay. Cute little turtle down here too. Yeah, isn't that funny? We have to go to the zoo to pet our animals. Just gone over the very edge of that dress, so I'm just blending it out, pushing it back in a little bit with that that E53. I can't even talk now. It's definitely getting close to the end. If I can't talk, that's just their E50. I've got BV00 for the rest of the dress. I left a tiny little bit of white space in there just to show that there's some creases there as well. Just going to redo a little bit of that Y30 on the side of her dress here and on the side of her hand. Just bringing some of that sunlight through there. Yes, Wombats are, and koalas and possums all make really loud noises when they're talking to each other. It's kind of scary. I'm really umming and ahhing about the rest of this dress. I think that I need to, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm having a bit of trouble. I think she needs to have like a light browny blonde hair. It doesn't look like it, doesn't it? Oh, thank you. It's looking pretty good. I like the water, and you know, I think I don't know, I'm thinking she's going to have browny blonde hair because the sun's shining on it and it's just going to be light. So I've got I'm taking the other end off because this is a juicy marker. I've got E23 and I'm just going to finish off the hair here, and then I can't decide on the rest of the clothes. Yeah, I'm thinking pink. Yeah, I'm thinking pink in her sleeves as well, because that will go with a bow, pink bow. But I'm thinking like a R83 or R80 color, like a dusky kind of pink. I'm just doing the dark sections of the hair first. I'm being quite rough, and there's not a lot of room for high detail in here, so I'm not going to try. But we want to put a little bit of texture, so I'm doing some small flicks in the hair. And at the back there I'm going to make that hair, even though I think it's supposed to be background. It's now hair. Sorry. I think this is probably a good colour to go with, because I can then use that yellow as a highlight in her hair more. I'm just following the artist drawn lines and just filling in some texture, putting in some shadow areas, and I'm flicking to create little hair streaks. As I said, there's not a lot, but you still got a bit of detail. Covering over all that purple that I messed up into the hair there now. It's all gone. So what I love about Copics is that they're so versatile. You can mix them to make so many different colours and varieties. And I like them because I can be rough. Okay, so that's the darkest part of her hair. That was E23. Now I'm going to use E53 and actually, you know what? I'm going to use some E21. Coming over the top, flicking out, creating that texture. I like that. That looks good. I think we're nearly done. Yay! Just going over those dark sections again, and I'm just flicking out towards those lighter sections. Trying to keep a little bit of texture in there. So make sure that you've grabbed the code for the 20% off. It is off everything in the store, so pop it in at checkout. There you go, she's got light brown here. And we'll put a bit of yellow in there to make it look a bit blonder. How fast are Copics? Well, look, Copics are not fast at all, they don't move, see? It's not moving, it's not very fast. It's not very good either, can't do much. It's the driver. Just coming in over the top with the Y000 and just creating a little bit of a highlight through there, popping some of that yellow and sunshiny bits through her hair. Sorry. I've got R85. What I might actually do is I'm just going to go into the shadows with this one, and I'm going to do the belt with it. I'm going to follow the artist drawn lines a little bit there. And put a bit of a curl there. And what I might actually do is over the top of this, I might put a little bit of yellow to make those little patterns on her sleeves look like they're kind of orangey coloured. I think that would look good. But yeah, I think we're pretty much done now once we've done the ribbon. I've got E83 just coming in over the top. Oh, look at that pretty little ribbon there. Creating a little bit of shape on her arm by doing those a shadow, a highlight, and having a mid-tone colour like that. She's so pretty. I'm really impressed with this, and I'm really impressed with the image. And Fabrika Fantasy, they've got they've come a long way, and I'm very impressed. So thank you to them, and thank you, Dimitri, for contacting me about doing an image today. Means a lot. It does. Okay, excuse me for a moment. You're going to be some noise because I'm putting all my markers away because they're now driving me crazy. Start fresh, start fresh. I've just got my white gel pen there, which I'm going to use to do some highlights, and I'm just going to finish off, if I can find it, there it is, the clothes with some R81, just lightly, because I want that yellow to stay sort of prominent and bright. So just covered over that. Oh, she's got this tiny little earring in too. I've just made that pink. And you can't really see her eyes there, so I'm not going to do anything there. With her lips though, I think we need a tiny little bit of pink, so I'm using the R81. Just making her lips a little bit darker. Got this tiny little turtle. I've just got my... I'm still slowly putting away my markers. A little bit of Y just on her sleeve and on the back of that bow again. Yeah, I like that. I need a little bit of yellow in there. And this little turtle down here, we're going to make him lots of different colours. No, we'll just make him green. I want him to have a shiny section on his shell there. So that was BG 49. I have BG 15. Oh, wrong end again. Forever doing that. BG 15. Just sort of smudging that colour in a little bit. 23, BG23, and we're going to use some of that blue that we used in the water, the B 12. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit of that in there as well. He's so cute. He's really cute. Okay guys, I'm going to do some highlights. I've got a little bit of white gel pen and I'm just going to put a couple little dots in the flowers. Oh, hang on, I haven't done a thing on top of her head. Where's that yellow gone? Where'd the yellow go? Just come out a little bit because we're finishing. Oh, my pen's not giving me any colour. It's playing games with me. A couple of little dots up on this top section here. I'm going to put a tiny little bit of white in there, and I might actually use a fine liner or something just to accentuate those her little lashes. We want Mr. Turtle here to have some highlights on him, and I also want my little dragon dude to have some highlights. Dragon dude, there goes a dragon. And I'm just going to put a couple of dots in these flowers. Like I said, I was going to do it up there, but it didn't work properly yet. Look, it's not a lot, but I think that it just makes it sometimes. On the windows, I'm just going to put a couple of little streaks of white on there. Just like that. Bit of a highlight on the tip of her bow. Oh, I'm just going to go highlight happy now. I just want to thank everyone for coming today. Thanks for joining in and having a bit of fun. Congratulations to Barbara for winning the digital book. And I hope that you all get a chance to use a 20% off voucher. Don't forget it is on the Digi Club as well as the store. So pretty much anything that you can buy, you can pop it on. And last time Dimitri made it go for the whole day. So just, you know, if you're watching later on, give it a go, see if it works. If not, it's already expired. Just going to put some little shiny flecks on the curtain there. I think she's going to have some pretty curtains. That's it, we're done. So hit the like button, make sure you follow. If you want to check out Patreon, the links are in the description as well, where we do full videos. Also too, this is what's coming out on Saturday. I've just finished this one with chameleon pens, so I've done a video on that. Done a little bit of a speed tutorial, I guess, for those, so you can have a look at the chameleons. And also tomorrow, guys, don't forget, I had to cover up his little creature again. We are finishing this image tomorrow with Heather Valentine, so don't forget to pop over. We will be doing that a little bit earlier than we started today, so don't forget. And I think that's everything that I need to tell you guys. To tell you. But yeah, we're done. We are done. We are done. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Bye guys, sorry about all the trouble with the stream not working either. I will post up those links again for you if you'd like to pop over to Fabrika Fantasy and purchase something. If I'm just putting a space in between those because I'm not sure if they were actually working, because oh, there you go. There's a space between them all now, so hopefully they all work properly. And don't forget the code. The discount code. There it is. I'm going to go eat some lunch, guys, and try to catch up on social media stuff. Alright. See you later, guys. Thanks again.